And good evening, race fans. Thank you for joining us on another Sunday night for another race night of FTR Racing League. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am Shady Acres, and with me tonight, as always, my partner in crime, Nick Chess, or Nick Champ, Nick. I've already screwed it up. That's my one for the night.
You're gonna have many of those, my guy. I've already had this thing covered, and welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I'm way ahead of him, so I mean, they're qualifying right now. You're in beautiful Kentucky. It's the Green State here tonight. It's the Blue State. I'm sorry, the Blue State. I don't know why it's called Blue State. Don't ask me, but yeah.
You know it's actually the Bluegrass State. You know what?
See, there's my one mistake. There you go. You got my one mistake right there.
I'm going to teach you something new, my friend.
Please.
What is Kentucky mostly famous for?
Kentucky Derby, probably.
Correct. And out there in Kentucky, they have a grass known as Kentucky Bluegrass.
So
that is why they are the Bluegrass State. From the grass that they have in all the acres and acres and acres of horse fields and horse pastures that train these horses for all the horse races, and especially the Kentucky Derby. But it's called the Bluegrass State because they actually have their grass seed mixture, what's called Kentucky Bluegrass.
Well, that's something that I never knew. I thought it was something different, but I mean, heck, that's. But yes, we are here in Kentucky. Shady, next week, Town's going to crown. He's going to be wearing his crown next week. He's going to be the champion next week, and I'm telling you, it's been fun these last couple weeks, and I mean, we just said before. I think we caught it on the air on my end where it could take a penalty. It could take points penalties away for him to lose this thing tonight or next week. I'm telling you, this is all his, and I was talking to JD earlier. He said to me, he's saying it is a close battle for second. I think it was Kenrod and him and Jay Mannering. They are all within a single digit of second place in points. So,
well, close. You're right on track. You're right on track. Actually, 11 points separate second and fourth. You have Kenrod at second, with JD only 7 points behind Kenrod, and Jay Manry is only 11 points behind Kenrod. So yes, you have those three guys. So that the race is for second. The race is for second, as like you said, Eneltown, he does have this thing locked up. He doesn't even have to race this week or next week, which some guy, that's why a lot of leagues and such, do the playoffs and the round of 8 and Final Four and all that. But I love how they went back to this point standings, even though that Eneltown has it locked up. I love the old school of the old way the point standings and how they did this. But real quick, as you explained and as everybody knows, we were off last week. As I spent practically the entire night in the bathroom with my head in the toilet from being sick, and we weren't able to bring the broadcast of Richmond. But I wanted to give a congratulations to the winner of that race, Showstopper, in the 54. And I mean, he just not only won the race, but he dominated it. I mean, he won both stages and the race. I mean, he won it by an 11-second margin. He was just in his own league last week at Richmond, and wanted to say congratulations to last week's winner of Showstopper. Jay Manry came in second. Funagi came in third, and that stinks for that I was sick last week, because I've been waiting all season to get Foon up in the booth, and he finally gets a podium, and my butt's got to be sick, and that makes me sick. Especially
you got redemption tonight.
All season long, but
you got redemption here tonight, there, Shady, because he is racing tonight. As you look at this right now, the pole sitter is going to be none other than Eneltown. I mean, does it really matter? I mean, just put him at the back and he'll just work his way through the field. Just do that. Jeez. But right now, your starting lineup, as they only have 7 guys. Yeah, 7 guys, and you're going 100 laps, which that's crazy. I lowered that thing to a 25er, but
Yeah,
I mean, hey,
well, at least a 50. I mean, when you have 7, yeah, it probably should be better to drop it down to a 50%. But
sure.
yeah,
Oh,
I don't know
100%.
why. Maybe it's, people are starting vacations and
That's a
stuff like that. I
possibility.
guess I don't know.
That's very possibly. And here is the lineup for tonight. You've got Innotown on the pole, then JD right there behind in row 2. You got Kenrod and Jay Mandering. Then you got Fire Truck in 5th, sitting 6th. You got Super Dave and then Foo starting last. So again, 7 guys tonight. That's a
Hmm. Yeah, that's a shame, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what
oh
happens.
oh sure.
This is always a fun track. Kentucky, I love Kentucky, man. It's a fun track. These guys, they will be getting loose. You can
Oh, I
certainly expect that,
100%.
especially off a turn 2, as these guys get some wear on their tires. That turn 2 can it almost feel like it's back at Richmond off a turn 2. That back end will slide right around on you after you get some wear on your tires. So keep an eye on that tonight. We should see some guys that lose that back end tonight.
Oh, 100%. And also, got to realize turn 4 could also be a tricky spot too. So
Yeah.
that's another thing.
Yeah.
3 and 4, if you may say. But again, some guys can ride up to that wall, and they could probably hit that thing. But I'm telling you. But they are on pause right now. Still, there's a little bit of rain on the track, but they're trying to get that dried up really quick. But I don't know. I'm somewhat not sure what the weight is. But again. It's only 7 guys tonight. Again, it's very possibility. Some guys are on vacation, and you gotta realize this, Shady. Next week is the finale, and not many guys are gonna show up and say, "Hey, we're gonna race." What's the point? It's the last race of the season. What's the point?
To
So,
finish it out. So, I
I mean,
mean,
yeah.
I mean, some of these guys. I mean, pretty much these guys have raced all season. I mean, we started way back in the wintertime, and it's a 20 race season. So you race 18, 17, 18, 19 weeks. Why would you not finish it up?
I mean, there's possibilities of it, yeah, but. Also, you gotta realize this too. There's very possible. I was going to suggest to you next week, Shay, just run that Kansas with them, and I'll take care of this. I'll take good care of the broadcast if you run with them next Sunday night. I will take over this if you want to run next week and say, hey, JD, I'll run one race and just make my race. So.
No, no, I'll enjoy being up here hanging out with you on a Sunday night. I look forward to that.
Absolutely on that. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been really fun. And, I talked to them earlier. I talked to both Iddletown and JD. And, I said I would love to join, but the only one side is you got to lower that thing to sliders. You got to put that thing on sliders if you're going to invite me. And they just, and it was great. We had a good talk. And, but JD offered, he's like, hey, I can help you with customs. Like, I'll keep you posted on that, man. I got other things on my mind. I got other things on my plate, but
Yeah,
yeah.
no, that ship has sailed, my friend. That ship has sailed.
But hey, I just told JD, I said, you know what, just I'll be up here.
Yeah, I mean we're only got another 3.5 months until the new game
25.
comes out. You by the time you learn the intricacies of a custom setup, the new game will be out. you you would have
Right,
done all
I'm
that for
like,
nothing.
and I'd probably look at you. I'm like, well, they got Justin Shakatek in the field now, so that puts us with 8 now.
Yeah, we got 8. That's good.
All
That's
right,
good.
be ready to join, buddy.
Yeah, did you get your invite?
Sure did. You.
Alrighty, well, they got it going, and the clock hits 0, so we are going to go racing at Kentucky.
Alright.
As we load up on in here. Alright. Well, what do you think, Nick? What I think I had first pick on our picks 2 weeks ago. Who are you going to go with tonight, Nick? Who's your number one tonight? Who are you going to go with, Nick?
You know what? Before we say anything, I want you to change it up for once. You can't pick the same guy, so I think we change it up. I'm not going Anil. Yes, I know he's fast, but I said we get Mr. Ken. Is Kenrod in here? Yes, let's get Kenrod on that spot is really quick. Let's drop the green flag, and we are green from Kentucky. So I'll go Kenrod for that matter, my guy.
All right, so Nick is going to go with Kentucky, or with
Kenrod.
I'm going with JD on this one. I think JD is going to get his win tonight.
What did I tell you? You can't pick. I said you can't pick the same guys every week, my guy. You can't
you
do
pick
that.
Kenrod.
I've only picked him, what, twice?
I know. JD has been a dark horse pick for me, Nick.
All right, then. All right, fair enough. Let's go by.
But you still have your dark horse.
Dark horse.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say one guy, I think he's going to pick his way through the field. He's looking like he's picking his way through the field right now, and that is none other than Mr. Shack Attack. Hopefully he doesn't go invisible on us tonight. So there you go.
Finally, for once, you didn't take my pick. I'm going with Funagi in that number 98. Funagi's going to be my dark horse.
Did you want me to take him?
Yeah. Well, let's real quick as these guys have taken off here. Let's introduce these guys tonight.
I was literally about to do that while you were about to say, "Who's your dark horse?" Why don't you start us off then?
All right. Well, driving in that number 11 car as all season. And that is going to be this year's champion, Eneltown, in that number 11 car. Next up, JD, the old veteran, the wily veteran. JD driving that 4 car tonight. Kenrod in the 7, the special number 7. That's a special car, special number, and the perfect person is in it. Kenrod driving that number 7. Jay Manry in the number 9 car. Jay Manry, he finished second last week. Like I said, nobody could come close to Showstopper, but Jay Manry, he had the next best with a second place finish. Fire Truck in the 8 car, driving at Yellow Hellman's. He has not had the season that he has wanted, but look for Fire Truck to finish this thing up strong. Same with Super Dave in the number 1 car, Super Dave. Driving in that blue Oreo car. I love that car. It makes me want some Oreos. I'm hungry already. And next up, my dark horse, the number 98 car, Funagi, driving the number 98. I love that paint scheme with the racing stripe. And then Shack Attack in the 44 car, the black and orange, number 44. And that is our driver's lineup. It's a little skimpy tonight, but hey, we still going to have some racing tonight as Eneltown keeps on in the lead down in the backstretch.
And entering 3 and 4, and yeah, this is, I was literally going to take over and say, let's get these driver intros out of the way. That would be something, but, yeah, I mean, they're single file pretty much throughout the field. It's been the same. Well, I'm telling you, Shack Attack moved up, I believe, to that, I think that's the 6th spot right now. He's moving up his ways. He's saying, excuse me, I'm trying to get through here, bud. Excuse me, sir. Try and get to the front.
We got a battle for third here as Jay Manry now getting underneath of the 7 of Kenrod, and he's going to take the third place position.
Yeah.
And he's got it cleared. And I tell you what, Nick, I've been waiting to watch this race a little bit just to see how these cars run, because I race here on Tuesday night in the trucks. So kind of interested to see how these guys are going to run, what kind of line that they're hitting. that kind of thing. So I'm not just up here, you know, as we do every Sunday night broadcast, and I'm kind of taking a few notes here. As check this out, we've got a battle now for second. Jay Mannery takes second spot over.
Goodness
Look at Jay
gracious.
Mannery charge to the front.
Look at him go, dude. I'm telling you, he could be a surprise winner, and I believe in Shady. I know you probably got that pen and paper right now in your hand, writing down. Okay, what line I got wrong? You probably. I'm telling you, when you said taking notes, I'm thinking you got a piece of paper, a pencil, or pen right now in your hand. Say, all right, don't do that. Definitely do that.
No, not necessarily the pen and paper tonight. This is more like a mental note taking. Just kind of taking mental notes a little bit.
You know, the good thing about this is that these guys are on 2 times wear, better than be on 4 times wear, man. I cannot stand 4 times wear this track.
Oh, yeah, that'd be too much. I mean, 3X wear.
3 is fine.
Yeah, because that's what we run on Tuesday night. We'll be in the 3X wear.
See, that's why I think it needs to be. It's 3 times wear.
Yeah, which I kind of prefer because that you have to come in and pick more, and it creates more strategy. So it
really does. Yeah. Absolutely.
But want to thank everybody for tuning in once again. I am Shady Acres, and my partner Nick, as always, up here with me in the booth. We only got tonight and next week when we finish up the season. I can't believe that these 20 weeks have gone by as quick as they have. But just kind of, it's gonna be good to have the rest of the summer off.
Hey, look at this! Jay Mandarin is closing that door. Absolutely, he is down to 2 tenths. Yeah. Look at that! Now 3 tenths behind the leader. He is not messing about tonight. He is saying, I am not finishing second tonight. No way. I'm getting redemption. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he win Atlanta? Or was it Texas?
I know he has a win this season. Can't remember if it was Atlanta, but he definitely has a win for sure. Absolutely.
I think it was Texas, the same style of track of this. But I'm thinking it was. But again, I think I've been here for maybe 6 of the 20 weeks, and I've only seen Innotown win. I believe we've seen Pauly win. I'm not sure where else I've seen someone else win, but
we've had quite a few winners. Hurricane Hull got a win.
That was true.
With the win last week, Showstopper got 2, so that was his second win last week.
That's
then don't forget WFJ, or they call him Wi-Fi, but WFJ, he's got a win. And
this battle for the lead just nearly. Right now with 9 coming to 8 laps to go on the stage. And now...
that 9 car is cooking, Jack.
Dude, put 3 wide probably. Because look who's also playing this, saying, hey, I want to be a part of this mix too. That's Kenrod. Kenrod is saying, 3 wide.
He's going to climb up the hill. The 9 pushed him up.
Yes, he did. Oh, boy. But you got to realize... That's okay. That's okay.
Right. No harm, no foul. That's racing at Kentucky. Look at Jay Mannery. He really sent it in hard, and when he sent it in hard, it pushed him up the hill.
But he got Kenrod right there. Kenrod is the new leader right there. I'm telling you, those Junior Motorsports cars ain't playing nice tonight.
Yep. Kenrod took advantage of that as the 9 car slid up the hill, almost pushing the 11 car of Innotown into the wall.
Hang on to her, Shack Attack. I was literally about to come on the air and say, boy, Shack Attack's up to 5th, but you mentioned the backstretch right there. Holy, hey, that was a good save.
Yep. Well, Jay Mannery back to the point now. And right now, as far as I see it, Nick, that 9 car has the best car out on the track tonight, at least right now. And some of these guys might need to make an adjustment here and there to try to get this 9 car, but that 9 car just stormed right to the front.
He did not mess around tonight, I'm telling you.
No, he didn't. Now the trick
you gotta realize,
will these guys be able to stay with them and keep them in a draft? Remember, we are on low draft. as Kenrod is trying to take a peek, not being able to make it and get to the momentum. So Jay Manry still to the point. Now we're going to see if Jay Manry can try to break free from Kenrod and Eneltown.
That's what my thing was, is I was going to say, how come Enel isn't pulling away as a big lead, but right now it's only coming to 5 laps to go, and they're, well, coming to 4 to go this time by, and Eneltown right now, you know, he led the first majority of this race, and I'm telling you right now, it's all about give and take, you know. It's all about give and take right now, if you ask me. But right now, with 4 laps to go, I mean, it's only stage 1. I mean, you don't, and again, if you're that 11 car right now, I thought I saw someone hit the apron, but again, anything can happen. And again, it's only stage 1, but you gotta realize this: Eneltown is the champion heading into next week. He didn't have to race tonight, nor does he have to race next week. He could just take his trophy and say, "Yep, Mama, I won a trophy. I'm good."
Yep, and he is, I mean, had a spectacular season. He has led the points all season long. He has not relinquished a point, not once, not a single time. He has held the points lead since the very first race back in Daytona.
And I really wish I was there for that, because Daytona's bread and butter to me. Well, restricted play is, if you must, but boy, I mean, right now you got, I'm telling you, you only got 2 laps to go on the stage, and Pit Road is going to be a very busy place, as you got a battle for second right there between Kenrod and
Ooh. Wow, look at that. That was a little close, and that's what I was talking about. The 7 car got loose coming off a 2 and almost came down on top of the 11, so
that is crazy. But 1 to go in stage number 1 here from Kentucky, and again, it is, I mean, that's very amazing to hold a points lead for 20 whole weeks. That's amazing. And
not even really challenged either.
I
mean,
would
he's had
say
a large point lead since the beginning of the season. I mean, he shot right out of the gate, and nobody's been able to even come close to reeling him in.
Nope. But green, white, checker flag is going to be displayed for the number 9, Jay Mannering, who takes stage number 1.
Congratulations, Jay Mannering.
Absolutely. You're that 11 run.
Yep,
go ahead. Yeah, I can read it off for you if you need to.
Go for it.
All right, you got Jay Mannering, Eneltown, Kenrod, JD, Shack Attack, Fire Truck, Super Dave, and Fu rounds out the top 8.
I wonder what happened to Funagi. He may have gotten loose off of there in the back, because he was coming up to the front, and not sure what dropped him back to 8.
I don't know if he's got a little bit of damage, but it's not severe. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know, man. Well, remember, he started 7th, so, I mean, you gotta realize, deep in the field.
Yeah, well, and he moved up, so I think he was fighting. He must have been fighting a loose condition. But
that's
here
what
we
I'm
are,
thinking.
stage 2 underway. Eneltown still. Eneltown takes over the lead from the 9 car. Look at that. That 11 crew gets him out in front after the
but
pit
he got
stop.
bumped.
Look at him.
He got bumped. He literally, I think he got bumped maybe out of the way. He got...
the 4 car up into the wall. We're going to have a wreck. There they go.
Yep, there
Big
they go.
wreck.
JD's around. Super Dave involved. Is that going to be a caution? No, it's not. That is devastation. You knew it was going to happen.
Still green.
You knew something was going to give. They were going to give. That's insane. I'm telling you.
Oh, wow.
Remember, Shane, it's only stage 2. It's only stage 2. You knew something was going to give when people were trying to go single file, maybe go 3 or 4 wide. You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, you kind of saw it there. You definitely kind of saw it. And it's definitely going to set JD back, because he has got quite a bit of damage to the right front of that Chevy Camaro. Same with Super Dave. Super Dave got caught up in it. I'm not trying to look at these other guys here and see if there's any other damage. These guys were all bunched together. Super Dave is the only other one that I think is going to end up with some damage out of this, but even so, that doesn't even look like he has damage. So JD is the one that definitely got the short end of the stick on that one.
Yeah, very true, and that's very. I mean, again, it's only stage 2, and that's really devastation. But you gotta realize anything can happen in these next 2 stages, and yet, JD can come out of nowhere and steal this win. Who knows? But again, you're right. That 9 is on rails. Then there you go, JD to pit road, and he's. I'm not going to say he's going to back out, but I think he's going to try and fix that car up really quick. He is going to go a lap down, but also realize this, too. He's probably going to be the only car a lap down.
Yep, as they went around and just put him a lap down. But I like the move on JD because the only thing that's going to happen is he would lose even more time if he stayed out. Get this thing fixed up now. There's only 8 cars in this race tonight. So if you're going to be able to get 1 lap back, because he's going to go 2 laps down. He's got some heavy damage. Here he is now exiting the pit road. So he's going to go 2 laps down. However, it's going to cycle around to where he'll get 1 lap back, and then he will get another lap back, granted that there's not another lap car down that's in front of him by the end of the stage. So he has every chance to get back on the lead lap and get back into contention.
Oh my goodness, that 9 just went from 2 seconds to 2 tenths to a tenth, and he literally went to the back bumper of the 11. I mean, holy hey, dude, that's crazy. But again, what I'm hoping for, almost called you JD. Shady, what I'm really hoping for is probably next week when we hit Kansas, and I'm hoping this, and I don't know, I may talk to see if JD can do that, but if these guys get a big field for the championship race, that would be something, so that Inotech can start towards the back and pick his way through the field. That's what I'm hoping for next week. That'd be something. I mean, I've always thought if you're in the championship lead, probably you guys start towards the back and probably work your way through the field. And again, right now that 4 is 2 laps behind you. But you're right, Shady. If a caution were to come out now, he would have one of those laps back. But I would say coming to the end of stage 2, he's going to get that 1 lap back, and that's probably all she wrote for him unless a caution comes out.
Yeah, he's going to have to play it pretty perfectly, and he's not going to be allowed to have any more mistakes if you get back on the lead lap for stage 3. Kind of checking in with Fire Truck here as he has been riding the bumper of the 44 of Shack Attack for 5th place, as they are now pulling up on the 7 car of Kenrod as Shack Attack now looks underneath of that 7 car. Kenrod has other ideas. He shut that door real quick. He said, I don't think so, son. Not tonight. You want to beat me? You're going to have to get around me or put me in the wall.
Another thing I wanted to throw up in the pre-race is that apron too, Shady, is that if you try to pass someone on that apron, you could hit it pretty badly, and then that's a problem where that could be the biggest enemy is your friend. That could be your enemy as well.
Do you not know who you're talking to, Nick? Do you not know that Shady is the apron killer?
I mean, yeesh. My guy, you gotta realize this too. I mean, yeah, that yellow line may be an enemy to you, but you gotta realize this too. People may go on that apron on the front stretch. I do it, so...
On the front stretch, you can get away with it, but after you get a little bit of wear on your tires, we see the 8 car.
What Fire Truck's doing? Exactly what I was going to say. What Fire Truck's doing, that's a no-no.
Well, he's got it snugged up really well, and the tires haven't had enough wear to where you can still get away with that. But as the tires get more and more wear, yeah, if you get on that apron, you best get out of the throttle. You're going to be going around. I can tell you from past experience, I had a lead here one time. I was
But
winning the race.
How about a battle for the lead? How about that?
We got another battle for the lead.
Oh,
Yes, we do.
Jay got him. Jay Benrick got him.
And he does have the lead. But like I was saying, I was actually leading here at one race at one time until I hit that apron. And that apron done did just ruin the entire race. I had a real good car. I may not have won the race, but it was daggone close to a top 3 easy. And I hit that apron, and around I went, and that was it. Game over.
What was the old St. Martin Church thing he said? He said he didn't win the dang war, or something like that. I couldn't remember what that quote was, but that was a great quote.
Well, we have another change for the lead. Ingletown back out in front, but here comes Jay Manry. These guys are playing musical chairs with the top position here.
Hey, if you're going to do that, you may want to stop doing that because you got a hungry 7 car lurking. Yeah. You got that that is something. I'm telling you, those two have been battling it since the drop of the green flag. I'm telling you. I mean, like I said, you were hoping to see one driver just pull away and say, yeah, I'm checked out. See y'all later. I'm telling you, anything can happen in these last closing laps of the stage, though.
Well, we got quite a few. I think they're going to have to pit once in this stage, I do believe. I think there was over 20 laps in this stage. Just over 20. I think it was like 21 or 22 or something.
19 laps in stage 2, so...
Well, there was over 20 because I was looking at it when they hit 20. Oh, no, you're right. There is only 4 laps left. Man, that was a quick 20 laps. Because I looked at on the stream, Nick, and right at the beginning, I think they had run a lap or two. When I looked at it, and it said 20 laps to go, and they're already down to 4 laps to go.
Are you sure it didn't say 19 laps in stage 2, my guy? Because that's what I saw.
Oh, it said 20. It said 20.
Oh boy, 3 to go, stage 2. But again, anything can happen in these last 3 laps. I mean, anything could be possible, man. Anything's possible here. In the words of KG, anything is possible.
As long as Jay Manry doesn't make any mistakes, he can keep it nice and smooth here, and he should be all right. He's got himself a 0.3 second lead on Ingletown. As they got 2 more to go, they'll take the white flag in stage 2 next time by for Jay Manry.
I think what I'm seeing right now is that 4 car, JD's picking his way through the field now. Yet, what I think he wants to do, I think he's saying, excuse me guys, I'm trying to get to the leader so I can be 1 lap down. But right now, coming to 1 to go in stage number 2, Jay Manry, I mean, goodness gracious, me oh my.
Yeah,
that's,
JD's gonna be in a spot.
Caution now! Caution! Is there a caution? No, manual. I think it's a manual. Oh.
It is a manual. It is a manual. As they let JD get around, so he's gonna be able to get on the lead lap. That's all the drivers there coming together. I like seeing that. That's awesome. That'll allow JD to get back on the lead lap for stage 3, to where he can get back in contention. I love it.
I've never seen that before.
I don't think I've ever seen it either, but I love it, man, and I love seeing that.
Respect. That's really the respect you should do. I mean,
it is.
Given that
Jay Manry finishes it off, taking stage 2, so he's 2 for 2 on these stages. Ingletown in 2nd, Kenrod in 3rd, Shack Attack up to 4th, Fire Truck in 5th, and
6th, I believe, will be Super Dave, and then Fu is going to be 7th.
You almost got it. Funagi got 6th, and Super Dave in 7th.
You know what, man? I was close, man. Give me some credit on.
But you know what they say about close, right?
What's that?
It only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes.
My God, I don't play horseshoes. I don't know what you're talking about, but
You've never played horseshoes?
I have, but I've never known the rules. But here we go, stage 3, and well, why are we talking? Well, I see why we're talking about.
Because in horseshoes, you don't actually have to get it around the ring or around the post. You know, as long as your horseshoe is close enough to where you can touch it with the other horseshoe, and the width of the horseshoe. So that's why I said you don't even you don't have to get it directly around the post. You just have to get it close enough. So that's why the saying is close only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes. Now, obviously, everybody knows what happens if you're too close to a grenade, right?
Absolutely, you blow up.
Right. So
well, now I see why we're talking about horseshoes. Is because we're in Kentucky. That's probably what it is.
That is correct.
Okay, I was like, Shady, are we talking about horses because we're here in Kentucky?
Well, sort of, yeah. I mean, you know, and I love horses. I grew up on a horse farm, so you know, it's part of my blood a little bit. And the horses, they are majestic animals. They are absolutely
yes, they are.
Absolutely.
Majestic. Stage 3 is underway. We're at 51 to go, but look who's saying, "Hey, I'm back in this, boys." Look who's back. And that's none other than the man himself, JD, running in P3. How about that?
Third. He's got that 7 car hot on his tail.
He's got 2 Junior Motorsports cars up his tail. You know that.
And Kenrod he's practically in JD's back seat as they cross the
halfway this time by. And I think JD wants an interview tonight. That's what he's hoping. He's like, I want an interview, man. I want to be in podium position, man. I've never gotten an interview this whole season. And I'd like to have one.
JD hasn't had a podium this season?
Yes, he has. When? Maybe when before I joined.
No, he's had to have a podium, but we've had to have brought him up here at least once.
No way. There's no.
No?
I don't think so, dude. Because we've had. I'm
pretty sure he's got to have one podium.
No, he may have came into the pre-race and told us, you know, well, we hope to see you for a podium interview, probably. I could be wrong.
Well, I hope he does get in. The other one I would love to see get it, other than Funagi, of course, is Fire Truck, man. Fire Truck, he has had the luck that I have had in the season that I'm racing in. And that is, if we don't have bad luck, we just don't have any luck at all. And Fire Truck has had that kind of a season. He has just been literally in the wrong place at the wrong time when somebody's wrecking or something like that, and just not able to get very good momentum. Same with Super Dave. You know, Super Dave, and these two guys, Super Dave and Fire Truck, have been at every single race. I don't think that there has been one race that either of these guys have missed. And here they are, you know, with 2 races left of the season, not a chance, obviously, to even get close to a top 5 in the points, but they're still racing, and I love it. I love seeing it, and I really would love to see both of these guys get a podium as well and bring them all up here for a booth.
Oh, I agree 100%. If you ask me, I think that's determination. That's very determination.
That's why it's kind of spotlighting that Super Dave and Fire Truck a little bit, just because they just haven't had that great of a season. But back up front in the top 4, we've got a 4-car breakaway up at the front. Jay Manry's still at the point. Eneltown is 2nd, JD 3rd, and Kenrod's still hanging in 4th. As these guys come down the backstretch, Kenrod, he got a little squirrely there off the turn 2.
I'm telling you, it is very treacherous. Now with tire wear and fuel in the play, that's, you know, I'm thinking, Shady, I think you were confused because of the fuel situation, I'm guessing. that's what you're probably confused about. I don't know.
No, I was right. There was
About
20
the
laps
stage?
to go. There was 25 and 25 and when it, over 50 for this one. Well, it was actually no, it was 21. It was 22 and 23, I believe, were the laps. 22 and 23 for stage 1 and 2. So it was over 20 laps because we had. I think you said we had 50 laps to go, just a lap or two ago. So as they cross the line, they now have 43 laps. So these guys get around here quick. They are setting a blistering pace getting around this racetrack.
You don't think this reminds you of like a short track that's going by so fast and we're trying to keep track with them so much? It's crazy.
It almost seems like it's a short track. That's how fast that they're getting this thing done.
Honestly, coming to 40, we already have 42 to go.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Goodness gracious.
It was like just, it just seemed like it was only 2 or 3 laps ago. You said we were halfway, which would have been 50 to go, but yeah, we're already down to 40 to go.
Yeah, that's goodness gracious. But how about looking now bound for second? JD is looking. Well, I was gonna say he looked. Oh, I think he bumped Eno out of the way and had to get out of the gas just a bit. He just lost maybe a spot to the 7 Kenrod, and I tell you what, that Talladega winner is saying, hey, I want another win. Excuse me. When you get that, are you kidding me?
Well, if he's going to want to do that, he better get on his high horse, because now, as I see, Jay Mannery has checked out now. He's got himself a nice little lead, and they still got plenty of laps left of fuel. Their pit window should be in about 12 to 14 laps from now. So it stays green, which more than likely it definitely will. You'll look to see the pit stops in about another 13, 14 laps.
Oh, absolutely. You got to realize, this is what I was going to try to say earlier is, guys who, like I was going to say, oh, trouble front straightaway. Oh, there they go.
Oh, big wreck. Oh.
I mean, is that going to be a caution? Shack attack involved.
No
and
caution.
No caution. JD.
No caution.
Kenrod. Look like someone's lagging. I'm not sure what the ordeal was, but that, all started with someone bouncing off a wall or something. Kenrod, huge damage. JD, not that much. I think Shack Attack's got.
Yeah, the back quarter of Kenrod looks like it's got damage on it.
I don't know if they're racing back to the caution flag. I'm not sure.
No, they are still green. They are green.
Wow.
They are green. The caution is not out.
Well, there goes your 3 drivers who we thought were kind of a contender to win.
I tell you what, who that opens the door for. That opens the door for the 98 of Funagi now, who is going to take over the 3rd spot.
But how about, you just mentioned Fire Truck and Super Dave? Well, they're in contention for a podium as well.
They absolutely are, as they are not far behind Funagi, as they are trying to say nose to tail to try to get a little bit of a draft and try to catch up to Foon. Foon's got a nice little bit of a lead over top of these guys. There you see the interval between Funagi and Fire Truck here. And doesn't look like they're closing in on much space.
I'm telling you, if you're the 8 and the 1, work together and get around the 98. Don't be passing each other. Work. But huge damage to Super Dave. Huge damage to Kenrod. I think, I don't know, Shady. I think what I saw was his car maybe get loose in the corner and then bounced off the wall, collected JD and Shack Attack. That's where my thought is right now. That's probably possibilities of it.
You could be very, very correct on that, because Shack Attack, he does have some damage to his nose as well.
I think Shack was...
He was head first. He was front first, up against the wall as I switched to it, as he was sliding. So he definitely does have some nose damage to that 44, which is going to make that car plow. I mean, it's going to make it plow like it's a snow plow. It's just going to push and push and push, and that's not going to be good for him.
It's very tricky right now, given, I think Shack Attack was an innocent bystander right there. And I think, like I said, I believe what I saw was that 7 of Kenrod. I think he got loose coming into the corner up there. Maybe, I really wish I had someone else's perspective where I could see what had happened. I think his car just snapped loose and just went head on to the wall in front of JD and the 44 Shack, and that's probably what I'm going with. So
that makes sense. That absolutely does make sense. So
33 to go, and these guys are coming up 32 to go this time by. Now you gotta wonder when pit stops are gonna happen. You gotta wonder what ifs, because I've said it before in here, and I've said it again, where you gotta play the strategy of oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? You gotta throw a curveball and out strategize your opponent. You gotta outsmart your opponent.
Oh, we got a battle for third now as Super Dave.
Three car battle for.
Yeah, Super Dave has gotten up into it. Super Dave has passed the 8 car of Fire Truck and is setting his sights, or trying to set his sights, on that number 98 of Funagi. Oh, he can bounce it off to the wall. Oh, no, that's a big mistake. It's all right.
Well, it's all right. I mean, you got to hope these two make a mistake. You got to realize Fire Truck and Fook could probably make a mistake, and that could be opening the door for the 1.
Well, the 1, he's going to have damage on that right side, that right front fender, because he had a pretty good impact with that wall. He popped it pretty good.
He did, but anything can happen with only 32 laps. Well, coming to 30 laps to go, and I'm not sure how much you go in the fuel run, but right now, 30 to go.
They should be coming to pit road here very, very soon. They should be probably. Oh, the big wreck in the back, the 98!
Oh, no!
Oh, no! Oh, and the 1 car gets into him.
And.
Caution is out. Caution is out. That brought out the caution.
What in the world?
That Thune looked like he got loose off of turn 2 and got it spun around. And we were talking about that in pre-race. Coming off of turn 2, these tires are going to get wear and they're going to get slippery, and that back end looked like it was starting to come around, overcorrected it, bounced off the wall, and it was pretty much all she wrote. And the 1 car of Super Dave just didn't have anywhere to go.
Wrong place, wrong
right
turn.
into him.
But you gotta realize now that chance for a top 3 for Fu, Super Dave, Fire Truck, that thing probably is now out the window. That's out the window.
Yep, it brings everybody back in and bunches everybody up. That's going to give that 8 car a good chance to get a podium tonight. Fire Truck in that 8 car, he's riding third right now, with JD giving him a big push around the corner. Fire Truck moves up into third place, trying to pull for him, trying to cheer him onto a podium here.
I think everyone is. I can hear the cheering of the Dale Jr. fans all around the stage, well, all around the track. But coming 25 laps to go, and Innotown is the leader, and boy, that just got very interesting with 20 around 30, less than 30 to go.
Yeah, that was not what Jay Manry wanted, because Jay Manry, he had set sail, and for the second time that 11 crew beats the 9 crew out of pit road and gives Innotown the lead. For the second time, if I'm Jay Manry, that pit crew is getting fired.
I'm firing the crew chief, I'm firing the whole crew.
All of them are going after this race.
I'm calling Dale Jr. saying, find me a better pit crew.
Oh,
Seriously.
heck yeah. Because that pit crew has lost Jay Manry the lead not once but now twice.
This is oh, what a block! I'm telling you, blocks could be really crucial right now. You make one mistake on a block, that you could cause a wreck.
Well, we are getting close to crunch time. We got 23 laps to go. And these guys have made their final pit stop on that caution flag, so these guys can make it to the end on fuel and tires. So we'll see what happens. Here comes Jay Manry looking underneath the 11 in 3 and 4 here. He's going to try to get this lead, and he's going to take it. He'll get it as they go around 1 and 2.
Ooh, did he get him by a foot, or who got it at the start finish?
I think it was Manry.
I don't know. That looked very, very close.
Yeah, I think it was Jay Manry by a splitter.
That's what I'm thinking. And again, this is really heartbreaking for some guys who were in a very good position, who were looking, saying, man, a top 5 sure would be nice tonight, but how about this? Look who's coming back to play, and that is the number 4, JD. He is saying, make one mistake. Y'all wreck, and I will take the lead. I will steal the win away. Y'all go do that with 21 laps to go.
That's the way a wily veteran would think, and that is the wily veteran of number 4, JD.
What a great recovery from going 2 laps down, and everyone's slowing down to get him back in the ball game, and now he's back in this ball game again. It's like having a cat. It's like having 9 lives. He's still got these lives, man, with 20 to go.
Yep. And if I were JD, if you're JD, you don't have a car that's going to outright beat Jay Manry or Eneltown. You already know that. But just exactly like you said, Nick, if he can stay right where he's at, maybe the 9 and the 11 will get together and take themselves out, and he can steal one away as we get down, now to, looks like we have 20
19
laps to go. So in these last 20 laps, or 19 laps, we're going to see exactly how this is going to play out. But right now, JD is sitting in that catbird seat.
Literally what I was going to say. He's in that catbird seat right now, hoping, praying, thinking, man, if these 18 laps can hurry up, if these two can make one mistake, I can get there. I'm telling you, I really think JD can get there, but I don't know. I mean, like you said,
he's there with them, but he doesn't have the car to get around the 9 or the 11. They're going to have to make a mistake.
Oh, sure. Oh, look at that. See, that could be
through a big block. That opens the door for the 4.
I was about to say that. Look at that. He just opened the door for the 4. Literally, I'm telling you, that 4 is hungry tonight. He is saying, hey, you know what? I may not be the fastest, but I'm sure as hell going to do it. I'm going to try to get this win. It's like the tortoise and the hare, man. I'm telling you. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm telling you.
Patience, my friend. Patience.
I was going to say.
But JD doesn't have much of it here. He wants to get that lead.
Hey, his car's been busted up, torn up. They had to put some bare bond. Look at that. He'll lead a lap. How about that? JD leads a lap.
And he's out to the point. Here comes the 9 car. Watch out for that 9. But here, put JD to the point, at least for now.
All you can do now is block.
Oh, contact made. No harm, no foul. These guys are going, boy.
Boy, I'm telling you right now, you cannot make a mistake now. You got to make it calm, cool, and protective. But you cannot. Oh, boy.
Right and while this is going on, this has allowed the 44 car to get up in here. Here comes Shack Attack, making it a 4-car battle for a win.
Oh, no, don't do that. No way.
Oh, the 11 and the 9 make contact in turn 2. That's going to push the 4-car. And here comes the 44 car of Shack Attack. He's up to 3rd now.
That is a 6-car field, right? That is a 6-car battle for the lead. Those 6 cars are under a blanket. No questions asked. Shack Attack is doing all he can. I'm telling you, right now, it's anyone's ball game right now. You may not be the fastest, but you sure as hell are going to do what you got to do to win this sucker with 14 laps to go.
14 to go. It'll be 13 the next time by. Who is going to win this race? Jay Manry now trying to pull away. He's got himself a little bit of a gap. And he's trying to make it even further. Jay Manry now starting to pull away and create separation. Jay Manry just may have punched his ticket to the winner's circle down victory lane. If he can just hold on for another 13 laps, he'll be able to do that. As right now the race is heating up for second as Eneltown has it, and about 3 or 4 guys want it.
I'm telling you, I bet you Eneltown right now is telling these boys behind him, stay in line. We can work. Let's work and get around this 9. Let's stop him from doing the trifecta tonight. I'm telling you, that could be what he's thinking right now, but do not. I bet you that 11 saying, come on, let's just keep her going. Let's get around the 9, and let's fight like hell for these last 12 laps, maybe 13.
Well, right now, Jay Manry has a 0.4 of a second lead.
He has got to hope. He has got to hope. And I think, I'm looking right now, Eno has his status on. This could be a very possibility. The fuel could be a problem. Fuel could be a problem.
Shouldn't.
I mean, he's got.
They're 1 lap to the good.
That's the thing, Shady, is you could be good. Whoa, boy. You could say, all right, I'm 1 lap to the good, and I could be 1 lap to the bad. It's either way. So could Jay Mannering be 10 laps to the good right now? Because right now, you've got to save you got to save fuel. You've got to make sure.
I think Jay Manry's to the good. If Jay Manry wasn't to the good, then he would be tucked in, saving, or he would be off the throttle a little bit and letting it roll their corner more.
You don't need to be doing that.
Up into the wall, that's going to open the door for the 7 car.
Well, I think the 7 just stuffed him in the wall. I don't think that's what you need to be doing. You need to be catching the leader, not be beating and banging behind him.
I think Kenrod says that he thought he might have a better shot of running down that 9 car. But no, I didn't see any contact between the 7 and the 44. The 44, I think, just got in it too much.
I'm right there with you. So with 9 laps to go, car number 9 is doing what he's got to do. I'm telling you, engine number 9 is pulling away with 9 to go.
Number 9. There is a wicked song called Number 9 made by a YouTube creator named Lady Red. An awesome song. Awesome song.
My guy talking about music during the broadcast with 8 laps to go. My goodness, this is going to be insane. I'm telling you. But you got to realize this too. I mean, you could probably be burning fuel leading. You realize that too, Shady. If you're leading right now, you burn more fuel than staying behind someone. You got to realize that.
Well, very true, very true. But if you remember when this kicked off, the 44 car got a little bit of lag going on. But
yes,
remember when we went green after that caution, Jay Manry didn't take the lead right away. He was staying. If you notice, he was staying in that draft for several laps, and I think that was just enough for him to save enough fuel to where it'll get him to the end, and that's when he made his charge back to the front when he knew he was to the good. So I don't think fuel is going to play an issue here with Jay Manry. I think he's timed it perfect. I think he's got enough, and I think he's going to victory lane tonight.
With 6 laps to go, you better hope so. You better hope so. If you don't, I mean, you got to realize this. They're single file. And you better hope that 7 don't catch you, because right now that 7 is saying, man, what do I got to do to get this sucker? What do I got to do?
Well,
oh, boy. Look at the 11. The 11 just moved the 44 out of the way. I'm telling you. Or maybe he did. I'm telling you, that 44 is saying that ain't right. With 5 laps to go, it's go time. It's go time if you ask me.
Well, with the battle now is going to be for that final podium spot for third, as Ingletown has it and JD wants it. As when they cross the line, they should have
4 to go.
4 to go.
I'm telling you.
You're going to come down, Cobb, right on his nose.
Golly, dude.
Woo! You saw it happen. I'm right on the bumper of Shack Attack. You saw that coming.
Shady, as drivers, knowing experience like that, we would have probably crapped our pants on that one. I felt that one pretty scary. I've had that experience many times.
Yeah, as if you're JD, you're looking at that, and you had a pucker moment for sure. Without a doubt.
Well, here's another problem. You got hope for that 11 right now. Looking at his status, tire light is on, but you realize coming to 3 laps to go, can you hang on for 3 laps? You got to nurse those tires. You got to nurse it.
Well, that 7 car is there now, ain't he?
Sure is. He is. I bet he's hoping that 9 makes one mistake. One mistake. That's exactly what he's hoping for. And I'm telling you, that 7 with 2 laps to go, saying, "Make a mistake, young fella. We're gonna make sure you have a problem." But I'm telling you, with 2 laps to go, if you're that 7 at Kenrod, you better hope that move happens now.
If he's got something up his sleeve, he has a lap and a half to do it in. When they cross the line, they're going to take the white flag and have 1 lap to go. So if Kenrod has anything up his sleeve, now's the time to have it. As they cross the line, the white flag is out. 1 lap to go.
It's now or never, Kenrod. It's now or never. What do? You got to set him up now.
This is where you're going to have to get your momentum here.
Diving into the corner. Do what you got to do.
He's not going to have enough. He's not going to be able to get the momentum.
No, he's not.
Unless the 9 runs out of gas or something. The 7 car comes to the outside. He's going to look. He's going to look to the inside, but Jay Manry
wins with a photo finish. Nearly. Wow. Jay Mandarin beats Kenrod. Ingletown third. JD. Oh my goodness, so close. Shack Attack, Fire Truck, Super Dave, and Funagi. I mean, you have to feel it for the 1, the 8, and the 98. That caution would never came out. It was theirs.
It would have been a different story for sure, but I'm not sure if anybody would have still beaten this 9 car. This 9 car he had the best and the fastest car, hands down by far. Congratulations, Jay Manry, getting the win at Kentucky. We will bring him, Kenrod, and Ingletown up to the booth for quick interviews and wrap this sucker on up.
I got both of them. I got y'all.
Yeah. Oh no, you go ahead and take it tonight. You go ahead and.
I'm saying I'm getting them in the. Well, I'm not saying I'm not taking all their interviews. I'm taking Kenrod, bud. I'm taking Mr. Kenrod.
All right, you take Kenrod.
I'm saying I got them on the invites. You don't have to worry about it. And your fastest winner tonight was JD. Heck yeah. I'd love to see it. All right, I gotta make sure I'm in the right paint scheme so I can get those guys. Where is the 11?
Stand by. There's Kenrod, and we just need Jay Manry and Ingletown.
Did I pass the 11?
Wrap it all up.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh man, I wished. Hey, if it'd have been anybody else, I'd have moved them.
I would have been like, you lost your mind on that one.
Yeah, if it was anybody else, I would have moved them, man. But that was a good race.
I don't think you would have, Kenrod. I don't think you would have.
No, I don't drive people like that unless they do it to me. And
exactly.
Then they're going to get it back. But Manry's never drove me that way, so...
I have never seen Jay Manry drive anybody that way. He's one of the cleanest drivers on this game.
He's earned my respect enough not to lay the bumper to him.
If I ever raced against him, I'd probably say, yep, I'm right there with you, pal. But I've never raced with him, so.
I don't know if he knows to come over here or not. I got to hurry. I got another race at 9:30.
We trying here. I sent them.
Kenrod, I'm going to be sending a PlayStation to you here in a few weeks for some target practice.
That sounds like a plan, brother. I'm down.
I want to see you. I want to see you take that government to it.
That sounds like a plan. I'll get some Tannerite and blow it out of hell.
Yeah, now you're talking, boy.
All right, now we're just missing your winner, ladies and gentlemen. We got Enel in here. Why don't you get Enel really quick there, Mr. Akers?
All right, let's bring on Eneltown. Finishing in third tonight. He's already been crowned the champion. Congratulations, Eneltown. You wrapped this thing up, and you almost wrapped up the win.
Yeah, almost. If if we kept greening, he would have sped. That would have been about it. Like, I don't know what happened with this car earlier today, and just before the race, it was flying. Like, it was fast. And in that race, I don't know what was different, but it did not drive the same at all. It was terrible going in, it was bad in the middle, and it was shitty going out. So, like it was good enough to hold on there for a bit. Like, at the first few laps, I could stay in front, but going out of 3 and 4, it would pop a bit, and just wouldn't turn. They'd get under me every time. Like 1 and 2 wasn't bad, but I was just getting killed out of 4, and it would be turning fine, and then it would just start drifting right to the wall, and they'd be 3-4 car lengths behind me and get underneath. Like, not much I could do. Like, just holding on. I was sweating my breath. I was trying to do anything to get that car to do something, and it just wouldn't. But I don't know. I don't know if the track changed in an hour before, like in between, but it's all right. It's still a good car. JD had the same car, and he seemed to be, he was pretty quick with it. I know he had some moments there. That ending, though, too, that car was all over the place. I was trying so hard to do something with it. It was just everywhere. I don't know. Same with that one restart. This restart in stage 2. Like, I'm going around the bottom fine, and then it just pops up, but then keeps turning down. And so I tried to stay up there. I go up, I clip into JD. That turns me into the wall. I bounce off the wall into into Kenrod. Kenrod checks, slams JD. And I was like, what is going on? I don't know what was going on with that car. I don't know, guess good enough for third. Shackett at the end there. Like, I moved him because, like, I told him 10 times he's lagging, and he just doesn't do anything. And now I'm to him, and he's lagging, and so it's like, well, I'm not going to wait till he lags. I'm just going to move him if he's not going to move. And so I don't want to get lagged into. Take JD out.
Right.
You know, like, I don't get why he just doesn't move. Like, he says he's not even racing anymore after next week. And he's being told he's lagging over and over, and he doesn't care. He just stays there. For third, I don't get it. Like, I guess maybe he wanted to come up here, but
yeah, you could see you could see him lagging up here in the booth, especially in stage 3. He was lagging pretty good.
Yeah, like JD could see it behind me. I could see it. Like, we're catching him. Like, we're right there, and I'm not waiting until he was lagging like side to side, which was the worst.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not waiting until I get right near him, and hopefully I can pass him, and he just lags down into me. Like, I didn't have the time. There's only a couple laps left. I'm like, I'm just going to send it in here and go around him. He's not going to listen about he's lagging. He didn't have to drop to the back, but he could have moved over and let us too. There was only the 2 of us, I think, there.
I'm thankful he let me go.
Yeah, like, I just don't get it. And he says to me, oh, what do you care? You already won the championship. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to still not wreck, and I'm trying not to wreck JD, and you're lagging. You know, what's it matter to you? You're not even continuing.
Yeah.
You know, he said, and he says bad things about it. Like, I just don't get him at all. I've never understood the way he
was
thinks.
still a heck of a race, man.
Yeah.
And you,
was a good race.
Like I said, you've got the championship all wrapped up. We want to say, give you top props and the congratulations, man. I'm gonna shove it off to Nick and bring on a second place so he can get on over to his next race.
I'll just say real quickly, thanks for Shady and Nick, and congrats there, Mandry. That was you had a fast car all night, man. Good job.
is he even in here though?
I don't know. Even if he's not, it's still a good job. You too, Ken.
Oh, yeah, no
Thank
kid.
you, bro.
Yeah, really quick, congratulations on your third there. Kenrod, who he heard him there, he said he was trying so hard to get to that the 9, man. I mean, you got caught up in someone else's mess in that late portion, and I was like, well, there you go. You got new players in second and third, but I mean, second isn't too bad. I mean, it's not worse. I mean, second and second, right? I mean, it's something.
Better than third.
But yeah, no kid. But walk us through it, my guy. How was it feel getting a second?
Oh man, it was crazy. I took a truck setup that was really, really good and just plugged it in, dude, and it wasn't the best on the short run, but where the RPM was wound out on the long run, it come alive, man, on the long haul. And anyways, I screwed up there coming out of turn 4 and caught the wall that one time, and it wrecked me, JD, and Shaq.
I thought so. I was like, did you get, I told you, I was like, he probably got loose.
Yeah, no, I didn't get loose. I got tight, and it wouldn't turn, man. And as soon as the ass end popped the wall, dude, it turned it dead around. There wasn't nothing I could do.
Well, I mean, it's a great recovery. You know, that was a great recovery for y'all. I mean, like I said, it was a 3-car people who probably had a good contention and probably catching that 9-car, but now it was a great recovery. I mean, it was something, won't you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, trust me, man, it's not easy to win in this league. And there's some really good guys and some really good competition. And to even be up there with the chance, and like I said, I respect Mannery a lot. He's always raced me clean, and he's never once given me a reason to want to lay the bumper to him. I had the opportunity, but he has my respect, man, and I would never do that to him. I was glad to see him get him a win. He deserved that one. He was pretty much the fastest car all night until mine finally come alive on the long run. I think I was just a tick better, but we were pretty equal, man, to be honest with you. Now, on the short run, Eneltown was a rocket.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
It would stay there, too. I just couldn't hold the lead. Like, it just would, I'd give up the lead, and then I'd stay right behind them. Or, you know,
Yep. But anyways, guys, thank you all for broadcasting tonight. It was a hard fought second place. Trust me, man. It's not easy, like I said, to win in this league. So I'm proud of the ones that I do have, and Mannery earned that one. So congratulations to him. Good congratulations to you on third place in your championship panel. I got to go, gentlemen. Y'all take care.
Absolutely.
It's Kenrod out.
You have a great night, Mr. Kenrod.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, we don't have our winner, so shall we just wrap it up here, Mr. Akers?
Yes, sir. We are going to wrap it up here at Kentucky. Want to thank our sponsors, 52 Truck and Auto Repair, Wheels on Wheels, Linda's Fashions and Accessories, and FTR Custom Designs.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next Sunday for the championship race where Eneltown will be wearing his crown when they'll be picking up his silverware. And I'm telling you, it will be some fun. So, again, Shady, thank you so much for always having me up here. Everyone in FTR, it means a lot. And hopefully we see a lot more action-packed. Until then, we'll see you later.
Well, one quick thing there before you guys go off. Remember, too, there is a secondary championship we have going where Fire Truck and Super Dave are going at it. Fire Truck seemed to have locked it up tonight. But there was about, I don't know if you guys knew, there was about like 10 people in the league that were in a secondary championship. We picked them after like 6 or 7 races. We picked a bunch of them. And so it's between Fire Truck and Super Dave, but I think Super Dave, he was down 22, and I think he lost like 3 or 4 points tonight. So it's going to take something crazy, but there is another battle there.
All right. Well, I will get up with JD. I'll get up with JD on that, and before next week, and we'll get some of those details, and maybe we'll see two guys go at it next week for a little bit.
Well, Dave's going to have to take him out 3 times.
All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have a great night. Again, congratulations to Jay Mandarin, who was your victor. Ken Rod finishing second, and Mr. Ingletown finishing in third. And again, congratulations on that title, my guy. Leading it from start to finish is absolutely amazing. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
With that being said, Shady, I'm going to sign off, as you probably will.
Yes, sir. I'm going to say good night. Thank you all for joining us tonight on a wonderful Sunday night. We will see you all next week as we will wrap up this season of FTR Racing next week at Homestead, the season finale. Same bat time, same bat channel. We will see you all next week.
There you go.